Hey guys, so welcome to my DIY tuber intro. Um, I am actually doing a ceramic coating on a new vehicle for one of my clients. He just recently bought a 2024 Tesla. So while I'm doing some of the polishing and coating and maybe some interior wipe down and cleanup, I figured I would take you along with me and give you a little bit of an intro on me, my journey to this point, creating my business, as well as kind of what drove me to get into detailing, and maybe what drove me to turn um, my appreciation or love for detailing into a business. So come along with me and let's chat. So what got me into detailing? I would probably say the one thing that got me into detailing was spending time with my dad. So my dad was a pretty big part of my life. I had a really great bond with him growing up as a child, and one of the things that he really enjoyed was having a clean car. He would always do like normal oil changes and brake jobs and all this other stuff as well. So those are things that I learned, because I was a daddy's girl. I would wherever he was, I was right next to him, handing him tools and holding flashlights and all of that. So I had a really great relationship with my dad. And like I said, he really enjoyed having a clean car, but not only a clean car, but the process that came with having a clean car. So, and we're talking about in the 80s where you had your like jar of turtle wax, the tin of turtle wax, and the little applicator, and we would go on the weekends and spend the day out there in the garage just like waxing the cars and washing them. And I mean, at that time he thought that t-shirts were like a quality towel to use to wipe down, to clean your car. So it was a whole different mentality than obviously I know now as a professional. Um, but yeah, so I learned a lot of the appreciation for detailing from my dad. I learned how to love detailing from my dad. Even as an adult, I've always kind of carried that through any profession I was in. My days off consisted of at least one of them dedicated to cleaning my car in some way, shape, or form. Even if it was some, a quick wash and a vacuum inside, like it had to be done at least once a week. And for me, it wasn't. It didn't have to be done because it was like an obsession, like a OCD type thing. It had to be done because it was for me. Um, I guess my connection with my dad still. I mean, he's no longer with us, but it allowed me to kind of keep that connection going with him. It was something we both loved and both shared. And also, I think for me, it was kind of a little bit like a therapy session. It's really relaxing to just focus on cleaning the car and not thinking about this bill is due, rent is due, I have to do this at work, I need to take this time off, I need to do that. Like it's just all of that stuff goes away and you can really focus on what you're doing, which is detailing your car. Um, So it was always a point of fun for me. It was always a point of enjoyment, relaxing, and really just an enjoyable experience. What made me turn this passion for detailing into a business? Basically, I had been working for the last decade in like a corporate environment, working for a supply chain from inventory to director of logistics and inventory to director of ops. Um, and I had been working with a bunch of startup companies. And working with a startup company, you have to roll up your sleeves and just make it happen. Because basically, there is no SOP, there's no process. You're building from the ground up and you're um, basically paving the road ahead of you as you take a step. Um, So it was definitely an environment that was very different than what I'm used to. But I learned a lot, and I learned how to make things work, make things happen, manage a team of people, and kind of guide them in a way that made us successful, made them feel heard, but also get stuff done because that's what we need to do. We need to just get through the problems to get to the next day and hit our goals, and then just keep hitting our goals after that. And it was a great environment for learning. So before I worked in the corporate setting, I worked with a lot of retailers in primarily management positions. So like Walmart, Target, Lowe's. And I remember one time during a hiring event, I had one of my managers pull me to the side and she told me, when you're hiring and when you're doing these interviews with people, these people are potential customers, not just potential um, I guess, or future employees. Some may not make it through the process. And so no matter what, we have to treat them with respect and give them the best customer service that we can give them, because although they may not be an employee or a future employee, they will go back to being a customer and remember this experience in the future. So treat everyone with respect. And obviously I would never not treat someone with respect, but I think it was very important for her to share that just because they're applicants doesn't mean we just dismiss them as just applicants that didn't make the cut, that they eventually will turn into, go back to customers. And so that's something that I take with me in every position that I've had since then. That everyone you meet in your journey, in your career, and in this situation, it's as a detailer, someone may follow you, or someone may, give you a comment on Facebook or YouTube or any of these social media platforms. And it may just be someone who's commenting or someone who's following because they enjoy the content, but, maybe in a few months, they may actually become a customer. So it's very important that every interaction that I have with anyone, social media, in person, anytime, that I show them, respect and great customer service, because that person could potentially become a future customer, and I want to make sure that I leave a good imprint on them. So that's just like a little nugget that I thought maybe I'd share with you guys, that was shared with me, that I kind of keep it in my little toolbox, in my little, in the back of my mind when I come into contact with someone, that this person could be in one role today and could be something totally different tomorrow. So, um, having those different positions from retail to corporate, I think all of the positions that I've had in my career, or just in general, in all of my experience, I think has brought me to this point where it's made me, um, a better person, a better business owner. And there's still a lot to learn, but, I definitely feel like, um, being in this position right now, I am a little more successful than I would have been probably 20 years ago, because of all of the tools and the resources and the learning that I've had to do in all the positions that I've had. All right, guys, so that's it. I really hope that I was able to give you a little insight into me, into my journey, why I love detailing, why I turned it into a business, and basically how all of the positions that I've had in my past has kind of led me to this point. I really feel privileged to be a part of this DIY tuber challenge. And I think it's going to be a great way to kind of hone in any skills that I have, learn some new ones, challenge myself as a little baby content creator. I can't wait to see where this goes. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all the good stuff. And I will see you guys on the next one.